So in today's lecture we discussed about sickle cell anemia. So what is the definition? It's a change of morphology of RBC from biconcave to sickle cell in the presence of carbon dioxide or in the absence of oxygen is called as sickle cell anemia. That happens because of polymerization of hemoglobin resulting in sickle shape is called as sickle cell anemia. Then etiology. It is mostly present in African Americans. This trait is very common among Africans. Okay. The reason in the Africa there is a more prevalence of malaria. Okay. But malaria requires biconcave RBC. If they have sickle cell anemia, malaria cannot attack them. Rather than dying with malaria, having anemia is better. So evolution favored sickle cell trait among African population to safeguard them from malaria infection. Okay, so this is more common in African countries. Then coming to the pathophysiology, very simple. RBC during carbon dioxide condition hemoglobin will polymerize, resulting in sickle shape. That happens either due to genetic factors or epigenetic factors. Okay, that's it. Then signs and symptoms, multiple signs and symptoms are there. Pain, hypoxia, fatigue, anemia, laziness, lethargy, night sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, internal bleeding. All these things will be the signs and symptoms, typical anemic symptoms. Okay. Apart from anemic symptoms, there will be also multi-organ failure. Dehydration can happen, okay, and emphysema in the lungs. All systems will break down, students, because all systems require oxygen and blood. So sickle cell results in blood stoppage of blood, results in multi-organ collapse. Okay, that is called sickle cell crisis. Okay, that condition is called sickle cell crisis. Next one is signs and symptoms completed. Complications: kidney failure, liver failure, hyperjaundice, brain clots, and death. That will be the complications. Okay, they will have bleeding from each and every organ, from the eyes, from the urine, through stool. Okay, and there will be clots in the blood. So they are the complications. Complications are called a sickle cell crisis. Then we discuss about lab diagnosis. Before lab diagnosis, few more things. Types of hemoglobin. Fetus has fetal hemoglobin, adult has adult hemoglobin, sickle cell have sickle cell hemoglobin, abnormal hemoglobin, sickle cell hemoglobin. Other type will be HDC. Okay, that is a subset of sickle cell hemoglobin. Okay. Then we discuss about lab diagnosis. What are the 5 lab tests we have? Tell me, students. What are those? Peripheral blood smear examination. Then you have sickling test where you are using a reducing chemical such as 2% sodium metabisulfate, addition of 2 drops of 2% sodium metabisulfate to 2 drops of blood, waiting for 30 minutes, resulting in polymerization of hemoglobin. Hence, we have sickle cells can be observed on a microscope. That is sickling test. Then we have solubility test where we are using a concentrated solution of phosphate and we will dissolve the hemoglobin. Normal hemoglobin will dissolve, whereas the sickle hemoglobin don't dissolve, hence the fluid will be in turbid state. That can be detected by placing the test tube over a ruled paper. In case of sickle cell anemia, the rules will be disappeared because of the diffraction induced by the turbidity of the solution. That is all about solubility test. Then third test will be electrophoretic suppression of hemoglobin proteins. A normal hemoglobin has a high molecular weight, so it won't move much in the electrophoretic suppression, whereas sickle cell has a smaller molecular weight, resulting more lengthy migration of the hemoglobin that can be detected by electrophoresis. And fifth one will be PCR detection of the gene that is responsible for sickle cell. Okay, so this is all about the sickle cell story. Then we have some more things like a treatment. There is no treatment to the sickle cell anemia since it is a genetic disorder. The only thing is managing the patient complications by giving safe suppressants like this, okay, in the body. Just you need to treat the complications, but there is no cure because you cannot change the genes. Okay, but there is a new technique called CRISPR-Cas9 short paratonic repeats, which is a gene editing tool where we can edit the genes and we can clear this disease. But still, that is under R&D, research and development. But the days are good, hoping for bright days very soon. And today evening there is a Chandrayaan, landed. 4 people succeed. Okay, it's so happened. Anyway, let us. What else? Prevention. Prevention is better than cure. If you screen the mother and the father, if you identify they are carriers of HBS trait, better do the amniotic examination of the pregnant woman. Just within first 2 months you can do the test. If you identify any sickle cell trait or dominant, aborting. Rather than bringing them to the world and suffering till they are dead, just say goodbye that they are in juvenile. Okay. Yes, this is stuff, but that is how we can prevent genetic disorders. Right? So that is all about sickle cell anemia. Can you able to write this answer if I am asking you for exam? Thank you very much, class. Yeah.